Welcome back. Now what we need to do is that we need to display more information and also highlight the most important things. So remember in the home page, in the index, we have the title and we have the author and we have these things, and we can pass these things uh, in the form as well. So in the index here remember we have this form and it has these inputs. And we need the title is always important, whether the user is reading the article from, whether the user uh, goes to the single page article or single article page, we still want to display the title. Therefore, I'm going to pass the title here. I'm going to say input and then type text and then value and then PHP echo object and then title and close the PHP, and then I'm going to say name. The name is going to be title, and then I'm going to say style also. Style, the style is display none. You can also pass the author if you want. You can also pass the author, and you can pass other things such as the published at, the description, the title of the author. What else do we have? So these are all of these things. You can pass the published at by saying published at. However, I'm not going to pass the published at. I'm just going to pass the title. But you know how to do that. You know how to pass the published at. So in the single article now, I'm going to check whether the title is empty or not, whether it's set or not. I'm going to say and is set post and then title, and then if it's set, then I'm going to store it in a variable. Here I'm going to say title is equal to post title, and here we need to display it. So I'm going to display it in the, remember, in the card title. I'm going to say here PHP and then echo and then title. And also a very important thing is the URL. Remember the URL, if you check the URL, you'll find that the URL is being displayed like this. Instead, we want to display a button with that URL, so that once the user clicks on the button, it's going to take the user to that URL, which is the external resource. So to do that, instead of displaying the URL like this, we can remove it, and then we can create a tag, and then we can say href is equal to PHP and then echo and then URL, and we can give this a tag, we can display something on this a tag by saying source, or let's say source or read more, and we can give it also a class. I'm going to say class btn danger, and for the complete dev, I'm going to give it margin bottom. I think this is margin bottom. Let's say margin bottom 5, and that's pretty much it. Let me save and let me head on over to the browser and go back and let me refresh, and as you can see now, let me click on this one. So if I click on it, it's going to display the title, and it's going to display the description or content, and it's going to display the source. If you click on source, guess what? If I click on source, it is going to take me to an external news page website that contains the complete article. So this is another way of including something additional, a new feature to your website if you want to do that. And again, if you want to display the complete article here, you would have to get a plan from here, get a paid plan, because here it's not, unfortunately it's not gonna provide a complete article unless you get a paid plan. but this is how you can display the most important things. Again, you can pass whatever article, whatever key you want to be displayed, such as the author and the published at in the single article page. Let me again show you how to do that because it's important. To do that, again, you just need to create an input with a type, and the type is always text because here we are dealing with texts. And then you need to pass the value, and the value is gonna always be the PHP script with the echo, and then the object with the key that you want to pass. So if I want to pass the author, I would say author, and then semicolon, and obviously we need to give it a name, and the name is author, and then the style is display none because we don't want to display it, we just want to store it. And don't forget to close the the angular bracket. And in the single article page, the first thing that you need to do is that you need to check whether it's set or not by saying and then is set post, and then author, and if it's set, you just need to store it in a variable called author. Author is going to be equal to post author, and you can display it here below the content. You can here say, you can copy this actually, you can copy this line and then paste it, and then change here, instead of saying echo content, you can say echo author. And obviously you need to say author here, and it's recommended to check whether the author is empty or not by saying here if, and then empty, if empty, if it's not empty, if the author is not empty, if author is not empty, then we need to echo the author with the content, and here dot, don't forget the dot here. That's it. Here again, if the author is not empty, then we need to echo the author, and then dot, and then author. Let me save, and let me head on over to the browser and test one more time. So let me go back, and let me, for example, click on this one again, and it should display the now, as you can see, it's going to display the title highlighted, and then the description and the content, and finally the author, and then the source, and of course the image being displayed here. And I think now it looks amazing.